nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What the fuck is this sorcery right here? Right. This man got the world's fastest team, man. There we go. There we go with the bullshit. Let's go.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Go, everybody, run! Here I go! Here I go!
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Michel. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
We won't be doing that.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give. This is Michel. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. The result of 1st down is a quick slant gets him 14.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts. Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. But he's got it.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
Went for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's my fault, fellas. Fucking predictable. We got way too much speed to be doing that. Be going outside like that.
He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5-yard to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sony Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Tough, though.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Juice you got going on over there, man. You got to pump him in that fucking mouth. Lean on him.
Zerline out now to kick this one away.
I don't know, fellas. He's the best scout in the history of ever, Joe. I don't know how he pulled that off, but it is what it is. Let's go. Come on, Ricky.
On 1st down, Carson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
All right, here we go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Who is that?
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I remember, fella. He got that fast motherfucker right there. So keep your eyes open.
Now let's go.
We got something for that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carson
trying
to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Yeah. I like that. I like that right there.
On the handoff, it's Michelle.
Okay.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
That was bullshit. What that was.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Shit.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Please. No fucking foul.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Hey, stay back here and block for me, bro.
Here's Lynch. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Lynch on the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yo, come on, haymakers, fellas. Let's go. Yes, indeedy. Feed the needy.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
To overcome drop passes. That's the fucking ball, dude.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal.
Like that.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jimmy Graham from 8 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Yeah. All these stacked teams over here, man.
Carolina getting set to take the
all-rookie
field.
team.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to stay on his feet. Pass.
What the hell's going on with that? What the? Hey, dog, that's the same thing that happened to me on that screen, bro. Don't know what it is. I played through it and I scored. So, figure it out, champ. I don't know what the fuck that is, Joe. But it happened to me twice. And just so you know,
to about the 33-yard
the only reason you
line.
got to the outside because it made my outside linebacker and my D lineman do the same thing. So it didn't keep you from scoring if you were thinking that. If it wouldn't have froze everybody, it wouldn't even have been a conversation.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from
But
the
it
33.
is bullshit, though. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Detroit!
Get in there. Get some. Get some.
To throw on 2nd down. Carson.
That's
and
a
he
hit.
checks this one down to Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
When you're starting on offense, you're looking for anything
Get up.
possible to get you
Hold up,
going.
where that came from.
Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
You know, goddamn well you not going in there. Get your monkey ass up out of there. Let's try that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Fuck, he gets to the fucking 50 already.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And
how
he
you
went
doing?
nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, wait, let me switch on my man. I tried to get my man.
But it'll wind
Glad
up
the computer
incomplete.
stopped it.
Yeah, both guys were there,
Tried to
but
get
it
on my man.
falls incomplete.
Madden on the fritz right now, man. They're trying to give you points. No, sir.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd
Hey,
down.
Ibukum. Ibukum. Need 13 sacks out of you this year, man. I know you're not ready for that yet, but
From the gun,
so
Carson.
much is given, much is requested.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Go.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Like this.
Thomas,
Right
the
there.
intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right.
Down Michelle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Anticipating he wasn't nigga head outside blitz. You ain't got the talent on this team, man. You gotta be smart. That's all I got is my smarts.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Yes, sir.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ooh, please be in that zone. Please be in that zone. Wide open,
They go
DeAndre.
play connection with legs.
Couldn't get the ball.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
We in here. We in here in the bayou. Get there. Oh, no.
Doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They got 94 legs.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Pitch fucking 65s.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Jesus, I have no pass.
Looking long for Thomas.
Get that shit out of
And
here.
it
Stop
pops
playing with
free.
us
The
over here,
collision
man.
there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Why is it on
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Different league, different rules, man. Don't
So
worry
after
about
the
it.
incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get it. He think it's sweet. Watch the screen. Watch the screen and keep your eye on the quarterback.
To throw again. Carson trying to lay one up deep.
Nah, that's me out there, man. That's me out there, champ.
Thought he
Come on,
might have
son.
position, couldn't hold on.
Come on,
Third
cousin.
down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back.
Go
I think
home,
that
Slice.
sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We gotta put hands on this dude, man.
Now a 1st down carry. It's
Damn,
Williams.
man.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Carson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
We out there. We out there.
Operating from the gun. Carson flushed out right. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Nice way to keep the quarterback in front of you. That nigga's a flyer.
How about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find
something. They stole that from
There's nothing available there for him.
I'm pretty fucking
sure.
So
3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Oh, my God.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
All right, fellas.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
Let's test that.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Next time, Paxson. We did draft a quarterback in the fucking second round.
On the ground, Michelle.
Oh!
And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sony Michel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints add on to their lead.
How did my defensive end get hurt? On a fucking, I'm on offense.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive. Carson, he's going to swing this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on second and 10. Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Caught left side.
Bacon cakes back here, man.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Invest in pass rushing.
Throwing on first down. Carson flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding room inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Pull him out that pocket all night, man.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
I promise you, you need to kick that field goal tonight.
On first and 10. Carson buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I would tip my fucking hat to you if you hit this, because I damn sure hit it perfectly and couldn't get it. Don't try to run another play, bro. This nigga gonna run another play. He about to run another play. Holy shit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
You know what? I believe in you, Marcus.
Here we go now. Green 39.
to the air on second down. Carson, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Get the fuck out the game, Joe. I never liked your punk ass anyway. Fuck out of here, man. Sam sausage head motherfucking place, son. Come on, son.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
80 yards away. Fuck out of here, dude.
Looking to throw. Carson. Now they go straight. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A bunch of weird shit right now, man.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Carson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Guess what we did? Guess what we did, Calvin?
This quarterback
we took T.J. Ward out and put you in.
Completions here
so you
in this
show
second
me
half. First and 10.
that you're a better player, that you want to stay, you want to be on the field. Make a play, Calvin Pryor, the third. Make a fucking play, dude.
Now they'll look to throw.
Boom!
And he's going to be grabbed and
make a play, Calvin Pryor, the third.
Calais Campbell.
Nah, homie.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Carson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Pick the ball off,
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Keep that motherfucker in front of you.
Throwing on third and long. Carson looking long for Thomas. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a
47
longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to
got
keep
47
trying.
in
He's
there?
one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
His field goal, 1st and 10, way up at the 37. They begin with Michel on the ground.
That's beautiful.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Again, it's Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's been doing that all day.
Gone.
You gotta call his bluff, man.
Throwing, Lynch. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Palardy now on the punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now? Start over again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now it's Lynch. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm still in that play, bro. Sorry, man. I like that. I like it, and I want it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down. Carson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Nigga, you tripping.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Carson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish any. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run with Michelle. There he goes inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey. Four down. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Lynch. To Michelle on the screen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they will run it with Michel.
Good defense, bro.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Carson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Okay.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go left side here with Michel. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line.
Please stay in there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, now, look at 56.
Yeah,
Look at 56.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Lynch steps away to his left. Open man is Westbrook, complete.
Hello.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Oh, my God.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Lynch. Being chased out left. He made touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Had 2 sides to that coin, and looking like, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
30 minutes the first time and then 20 minutes the second time. This is the only game I'm playing. It's a league game.
Out now to kick this one away.
Sitting there watching cooking shows and shit.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can. Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Margus Hunt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. The Panthers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Carson, he's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Break out the secret weapon. I don't know how long Sony Michel gonna be gone. Glad I found you on the scrap heap. Hey, big boy.
Michigan man,
hard back.
Jackson on the carry.
Hard back.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start you.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for the Saints. 73 yards.
No, check. Patriot.
Let's get some.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
No, Patriot.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The end zone.
Big hits and Chico sticks.
Oh, what a move.
Ooh. Holy shit.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
We out here. We out here.
Defensively, they've had their way in
High
this
time,
one. That
baby.
pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Mr. Kick.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
Mr. Kick. No, maybe. Shit.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Spin on that one.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
No, sir.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, my God, man.
Got to be
already wasn't getting no pressure.
Here because
yeah, my best defensive lineman going down.
Deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Bullshit,
the Panthers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Carson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas.
Bullshit.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Ain't no need to be in this game right now, so.
Looking to throw on second down. Carson is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Detroit!
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On first down, Carson dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.
All right. I ain't going to call. I'm going to kneel the ball, man. You got it.
But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoff.